A thorn between two roses.
And welcome to DuBois Central Catholic. Today we are debating the gift of life. I'm Mrs. Dutra and I am the moderator. Rules of the debate were agreed on by the participants, correct? Yes. Questions were formulated by myself and Mr. Rice, who is a consultant for the opposing side. And we will begin with opening statements by each group, not to exceed 5 minutes, with a 3-minute rebuttal for each of you. And then the questions will be asked specifically to each group with 5 minutes to answer and 3-minute rebuttal. You don't have to use the whole time. We'll start with the pro-life group when we start the questions. The questions asked for both groups will not have a rebuttal. All right. So when I ask you a question that is for both groups, there will not be a rebuttal. Your rebuttal will be your answer. All right. Let's begin. Pro-choice opening statement, or pro-life opening statement. Okay.
As Republicans, our view on the life of the child is pro-life. The unborn child has a fundamental individual right to life which cannot be infringed. We support a human life amendment to the Constitution, and we endorse legislation to make clear that the 14th Amendment's protections apply to unborn children. And just to clarify, the 14th Amendment is that all persons born or naturalized in the U.S. are considered citizens. We support a human life amendment and oppose abortion funding. We should promote adoption and abstinence, not abortion clinic referrals. And abortion should be banned with constitutional amendment. Alternatives like adoption should be they should be promoted instead of having an abortion. And the 4 main elements for our platform include that an unborn child has a fundamental individual right to life which cannot be infringed, the endorsement of the human life constitutional amendment which would ban abortion, a call for judges who respect human life by supporting such an amendment, and new laws to state that the fetus is a person under the 14th Amendment. The primary responsibility of the federal government is to protect the rights of its citizens, and life is the most fundamental right. The federal government should not diminish this right by denying its protections. And as Trump, I am opposed to abortion except for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I oppose the use of government funds to pay for abortions.
So it's my turn. Opening this up, I just want to say being pro-choice is not being pro-abortion. I do not believe abortion is a good thing. It is a bad thing in every regard. It's very violent, and if you've seen a video of it, when I went to the March for Life thing, it's pretty gruesome. In 1973, Roe v. Wade decided that abortion is legal and constitutional to a woman's rights. I am defending Roe v. Wade. The pro-life movement is trying to infringe upon the pro-choice movement or beliefs, and it is imposing against the women's right to choose. Every woman has the right to choose whether to have an abortion or whether to keep the baby or put that baby up for adoption. No matter what she chooses, the community should be open and willing to help her and support her in whatever decision she makes. If we say we make abortion illegal, a lot of things can go bad with that. The rate of abortion will stay the same. That's not proven, but I can imagine it would. But the risk of the mother dying if it is illegal will go up substantially because there will be back alley abortions. Ways women shouldn't be doing it that I think is just way too risky to make it illegal. So we should keep it illegal. And the argument also is proposed that if we make it, why can't you use it, put the baby up for adoption? Actually, women giving birth is actually the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. It's very risky to have a child, let alone have an abortion, and it's very expensive to be hospitalized to give birth. That's my opening statement.
He said how they should have the choice for abortion and that they should be able to be supported throughout their journey of having the abortion. But it was also their choice to conceive a child, is to go through it. And I understand that through rape, that's not your choice. But if it is your choice and you still want to go through with an abortion, it's your fault for conceiving the child.
I think we all know in here, people are going to have sex for more reasons than just to have a baby. That's gonna happen. And if it's an accident having a baby, the woman still has the choice. Now also in your opening statement, you said that abortion should be accepted in cases of rape, incest. Is that it?
That's putting yourself at risk. Knowing that you're going through with that could be putting yourself at risk
It could
through
be.
health problems.
It could even be more like risky than just having the baby.
Back alley? That is agreed with. If you make it illegal, it's not safe. I hope you.
Then
Everyone
don't
here
go
is-
behind the, like people's backs and
People
have a
are gonna
back
do
alley
it.
abortion.
Weed is illegal. People still do weed.
I'm saying
Prohibition.
with a health risk, people should know not to go back and do back alley.
They should be
abortion.
more
They
encouraged to
should
just have
be-
the child.
Also, the Republican Party states that the government should be limited. You guys are actually.
All right, the third question is a question for both of you with the pro-life answering first. With federal funding of Planned Parenthood, do you believe that tax dollars should be used to fund abortions on demand? Pro-life.
Okay, tax dollars should not be used to fund abortions. Instead, they can still go to Planned Parenthood because Planned Parenthood does do other things than like provide abortions. They do like beneficial services such as cancer screenings and like screenings for like STDs and STIs, and that could save somebody. But abortions are not good because they actually kill the life of the baby, and so they should not be funded.
Your answer?
I believe it should be funded by the federal government because I don't. It wasn't most of the research we had done. Insurance won't cover abortion for obvious reasons, but if a mother is poor or doesn't have a lot of money, and she cannot afford to have the child, if she cannot provide everything for the child after birth, I think that the government should help her out so she doesn't put herself in a bigger hole having the child. If she has the child, the finance and the money would be way more than the abortion. So if we fund it, that would help. It would help women.
The next question is just for the pro-life side. You have 5 minutes to answer. You will have 3 minutes to rebut. Since Roe versus Wade, abortion, though more common, is also believed to be currently safer. How would you balance the safety of the life of the mother versus the taking of the child?
The safety of the life of the mother and of the child are both important. You don't want to be taking the life of the child or risking the life of the mother. So with having the choice of abortion, you would be risking both lives because the mother could end up having health problems and the child would be killed. If the child ends up causing health problems, then and only then would it be okay for you to go through with, like for a mother to go through with that. But like with it all, sometimes through the health problems that the child may occur to the mother, the doctor could encourage it for the mother so she can like keep living her life without health risks going like throughout growing older. The Republican Party does not support abortion, so obviously if there's a way to prevent health risks to the child and to the mother, you're going to choose that option. And the deadly, like facing the deadly complications or the health risk would be the only time that we would support abortions.
If the mother's life is just as important to you as the fetus is, why make it illegal and risk the chance of a mother dying if she goes through the knockout?
Our stand on this is that we believe abortion should be legal in the case of rape and all other cases. But for rape, if you say that it should be illegal, you are putting the rapist, like the rights of that rapist, over the mother's right to get an abortion because of that child. A rape is a traumatic event that happens, and if a woman were to have the birth that child that was conceived from rape, it would be a constant reminder of what happened to her.
Okay, they should be banned because the child. Does everybody know what happens?
Do you know
Explain it.
Okay.
the partial birth abortion procedure involves pulling a living baby's feet first out of the womb, except for the head, puncturing the skull and suctioning out the brain. And that's what the partial birth is. Like up until it's like the baby's killed. They pull the baby's like body out, leave the head in, and they kill the baby.
Okay, and it should be banned because the baby has its whole body, it's a life, and you're killing it, and it's like close to being born, so why kill it that late in the process?
And the baby's completely formed. The baby's ready to come into the world, live its life, and then right as it's being born, you would go and kill the baby. And that not at all is fair to the baby, like the baby's life or anything, because it's completely formed and ready, and then you would just go and kill it.
Partial birth is very gruesome. Like, we researched that, we found that out. That's bad. It's not a good thing. It shouldn't be illegal though, because that's still the woman's right to choose. If my question to the woman at that point is, why would you wait that long to get an abortion? I agree with you guys completely. It's a bad thing. It should. You can't make it illegal because this is America here, people. It's free. What? That's my stance.
Are you just like defending them, saying pro-life is like having the baby is a lot easier than going through with the abortion and always having that with you. That you shouldn't be able to go and kill a life, knowingly killing that fetus. That just summing it all up, we would obviously in the circumstances of like a doctor says you should, but other than that, you shouldn't go and kill the life of a baby that you are carrying, that you can hold and watch her up. You should not be able to take the life of that life person.
Okay.
I think my closing statement, I didn't write one, so I think it should be the same thing as my opening statement. A woman has the right to choose whether to have an abortion or not. If she chooses to wait up to the 3rd trimester, have partial birth abortion, then I mean, that's her deal, but I don't support partial abortion. This is America, right? Land free, so it's a woman's right to choose. If you make it illegal, too many risky things can happen. Way too many.
Thank you. Can we get them in here? And we all know who Jesse Jackson is, correct? He's a spiritual leader. He's a leader. You know, his mother was raped. And if we make, you know, if we make the choice to allow someone who is raped, which is not the baby's fault, then we would have killed Jesse Jackson. His mother chose to give him life. That's just something, a thought that I want to leave you with.
Wait, can I say something?
No.